and thank you for joining us this afternoon for our post-match conference. I think we can start the question and answer now.
My question is for coaches and the players. So after Geek Fam took Game 1 in dominant fashion, what were the things that you hope to address in the dugout heading into Game 2? What were the things that you wanted to focus on for your approach in Game 2?
Siguro yung number one, preparation versus preparation kasi yung nangyari. So mas maganda yung hinanda nila. Number two naman, chinecheck kasi namin kung gaano ba sila magiging aggressive. And kanina, lumagpas sa expectation namin yung aggressiveness nila. Kaya nung game 2, before pa lang mag-start, kailangan namin pantayan yun or higitan yun para makasabay yun.
So, according to Coach MTB, what happened was it was a battle of preparations, especially in the draft, and then the aggressiveness of Geek Fam in Game 1 was more than what they expected. So that's what they adjusted for Game 2. And follow-up question to that, to the players, when Geek Fam was taking the lead in Game 2, Game 3, what was the conversations within the comms? Like who was saying we can still do this, or what was the game plan of the players when you were trying to come back? So paano kayo bumawi during the game? Ano yung usapan niyo sa team? Any of the players can answer.
Siguro po yun, dahil nakalib na po sila, wala na rin naman po kasi kaming choice eh. Kumbaga, kailangan na lang po talaga namin pusuan yung laro. Tsaka, yun po, farm lang, tsaka hinintay lang namin sila magkamali. Hanggang sa, nung nakuha na namin gusto naming lead, kami naman po yung gumawa ng play. Kaya nakabawi kami.
According to Renny J, when Geek Fam was leading, all they had to rely was on their heart and committing to farming and wait for Geek Fam to make mistakes. And once they took the lead, they had to make some plays to win the game.
Okay, so my name is Mecca from GWP. I want to ask this question to the coach. So we had an interview session with every Rangers back then about import players in MPL scene. So I want to ask to the coach, does Blacklist International have interest in taking in players from other countries such as Indonesia or maybe other countries? And if so, which player do you want to recruit to Blacklist International? Right now, I think we don't need imports right now because most of the imports came from Philippines. So it means Filipino players are at a higher level right now. But maybe if other regions can really dominate the Philippines, we can do the importing. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much.
Hi, Blacklist, congratulations on the win. My question is, what do you think is the biggest change in your team's dynamic this F5? Anyone can answer that? Bale, ano yung pinaka nagbago sa gameplay or style ng paglalaro nyo this M5?
Coach, sorry, is that mic? No. Yeah.
Siguro yung kaya namin gawin yung iba't ibang play style. Like for example, dati stick to one strat. Pero ngayon, if kinakailangan, like for example, kailangan namin sabihin yung aggressiveness, kaya namin mag-transition into other composition, team composition. And siguro dahil na din sa sobrang magkaka-age yung nagaya ngayon, kaya sobrang solid yung chemistry nila.
Okay, so basically Coach Bonchan said that one of the differences in the team now is that they can play different strategies now. They don't stick to one strategy and they learn how to use and implement a lot of strategies depending also on the situation that they are in. Next question.
This is James from Wonderback. For the coaches, for the next match between Days Bolt and See You Soon. So who do you vote it for that you can compete with, and what will be your preparedness for the next match for the coaches? Yes.
Right now we don't really we don't want to choose an opponent because if we really want to win the championship for M5, we really need to be ready for anyone. And for the preparation, just like what we always do, we prepare for each team in every game. So after the game of season and DS ball, that's the time we will start to prepare.
Congratulations, Blacklist International. I'm Mario from the Philippines. My question is for the coaches. Coach, how did, because Coach Bonchan, you mentioned earlier that now, compared to before, you're able to play different strategies, different metas compared to the past seasons. No? And I'm guessing that's because of the new lineup in your team. How has Ren and Jay contributed or, galvanized Blacklist International's gameplays or strategies leading up to the M5?
At first, Renegade doesn't want to play those utility heroes like healing heroes or those support heroes like DB until we taught him how to properly use those heroes. And fortunately, he loved using those when he already learned how to use. And when the time comes that we need to transition into hard tank, he can also do that because that's his specialty before he used those utility heroes or support heroes.
Thank you.
Let's have last two questions before we proceed to the exclusive interviews.
Hi Blacklist, congratulations for winning that series. I remember I did an interview with Oheb. He mentioned that bahala na daw yung 8 event sa upper bracket kasi kayo yung maglilinis ng lower bracket. So who do you think will be your toughest opponent this M5 and why? Anyone can answer.
Siguro, yung ko yung toughest opponent namin na yung M5 Di ba alam, lahat sila siguro sa lower bracket siguro ngayon kasi sa lower bracket lahat ng teams bigyan lahat ng teams gusto manalo, lahat ng teams ibibigay nila lahat ng kaya nila. Siguro lahat ng mga kalaban na namin dito sa lower bracket, tingin ko lahat sila tough opponent sila lahat hanggang sa finals nila.
So, Oheb said that he thinks that all of the teams are tough to beat, especially in the lower brackets, that all teams are doing their best to actually reach the grand finals. So, again, he repeated that all of the teams are tough to have a match with.
So firstly, congratulations to Blacklist International for winning the series 3-1 against Geek Fam. This question is for Coach Bonchan. What do you think about AP brand versus Onyx Esport for tomorrow match? And is it a strategy that Blacklist playing in the lower bracket? That is it Blacklist intention to like one Philippine versus Philippine team in the grand final?
What I want to see is to replicate what happened in M3 because what happened in M3 is Onyx PH is on the upper bracket, bringing all the other regions to lower bracket, and we are the one sweeping all the one that they passed to us. That's what I want to happen right now. And just in case that AP brand beat Onyx, we really want a good rematch with Onyx, and I think we can really beat them.
Last question.
Okay guys, I'm Billy from Sports Hobby. So we all know that you guys losing the first game and then switch up in the game 2, 3, and 4. Is there any thoughts that you intentionally losing the game 1 to read games, not in the disrespectful way, but just to read games and adaptation in the next game? Is there any thoughts of intentionally losing the game 1?
No, we don't intentionally lose any game. Since we started playing in M5, we don't plan to lose any games. But just like what I said, they prepared better than us during the game one. That's why they had an advantage.